Good evening. It's Thursday, September 1st. I'm Patricia Vallone.
And I'm Denise Douglas. Thank you so much for joining us. Fallout in the Head Start controversy. Governor Larry Hogan is facing backlash of anger from state educators for his executive order mandating all Maryland public schools begin after Labor Day. The action announced Wednesday in Ocean City requires districts to complete 180 instruction days and end the academic year by June 15th, starting in 2017. Hogan estimates that the move will generate millions more in state and local tax revenue. County Executive Rashawn Baker says it's not a win-win situation, even if schools can apply for an exemption waiver. The Prince George's Educators Association says a later start date will hurt low-income families the most.
When schools should start, and they should have autonomy over their calendars. This move by the governor and Peter Franchot, it doesn't reflect any of the research that children need to start school sooner. It doesn't reflect the care and compassion for people from low socioeconomic families where they're going to have to find daycare for their children for 2 weeks.
Schools that wish to begin before the end of the summer holiday will have to apply annually for a waiver with the State Department of Education. According to the governor's office, they will have to show compelling justification for the exemption. Procedures and standards for the special waivers have not been determined quite yet. The Prince George's Head Start program controversy has led to disciplinary action against 6 employees. School CEO Dr. Kevin Maxwell made the announcement today, saying that the staff members violated the rights and dignity of students. 3 employees have reportedly been fired. The others may also receive pink slips. As Head Start programs began at Glass Manor Elementary and across the county on Monday, Maxwell said staff misconduct is unacceptable.
It is absolutely clear that, to me at least, that we still have some people to whom we have not gotten through about their responsibilities for the conduct in a system that wants to strive for excellence. I would say that the people who are the actual ones who are responsible for this will be held accountable for it in short order. And that is the way, in addition to the additional training, that we're going to make it clear to our employees that accountability will be there for them if they don't do what it is they should be doing.
The mistreatment of children in the program and the failure to take corrective action led to the loss of a $6 million federal Head Start grant.
The jury heard closing arguments today in the case of Osman Cisse. He is accused of first-degree child abuse in the death of 23-year-old Ahmed Jaloa. Cisse was babysitting his girlfriend's son when the death occurred. CTV's Sonia Srivastava has more.
Well, that's right. A jury made up of 7 women and 5 men heard closing arguments from both sides today. Now, if you've been following this case, you may recall that yesterday the judge threw out the first-degree murder charge after the defense argued that the state did not present enough evidence that clearly showed how the injuries were inflicted on the baby.
Ahmed Jaloa was just 2 weeks shy of his 2nd birthday when he died on August 1st, 2015. Prosecutors have charged the mother's boyfriend, 29-year-old Osman Cisse. He was babysitting the little boy alone at the time of his death. An autopsy found blunt force trauma to the head, torso, and a lacerated liver. The state says Cisse is responsible for the boy's injuries and death. The defense, on the other hand, is arguing that it was an accident. Cisse took the stand himself, admitting he fell asleep on the couch when he should have been watching little Ahmed. He was awakened by a loud sound, and that's when he found the toddler in the bedroom, shaking with vomit all over his face. Cisse says he gave the boy abdominal thrusts. He also told the jury that the boy was frequently given Benadryl by his mom so he would fall asleep. And the night before his death, the mom also let the toddler's son smoke a hookah pipe, which was kept in their bedroom where Ahmed was found.
Now, we should mention that since 2014, nearly a dozen children under the age of 3 have died because of these domestic-related incidents here in Prince George's County, and that has prompted the state's attorney's office to launch a public safety campaign in this matter. Of course, we will continue to watch this case and bring you the very latest as it happens. In Upper Marlboro, I'm Sonia Srivastava. Back to you.
Now, Cisse and the girlfriend had known each other for just a month before she moved in. His roommate, who also has a young child, testified that she would allow Cisse to watch her child even today. Now, we just have this into the newsroom. The verdict has been reached by that jury. Now, we've learned that Osman Cisse has been found guilty of first-degree child abuse causing death, second-degree child abuse, and assault. Now, Cisse was not found guilty of second-degree murder and first-degree assault.
Well, people continue to put their lives back together following the explosion that rocked the Flower Branch Apartments in Silver Spring. To help with that process, a recovery workshop was held at the Long Branch Community Center today. In some cases, people lost valuable paperwork, health records, and other information, so representatives from a number of organizations, including the IRS and the Insurance Administration, were on hand to give people guidance on what to do next.
In coordination with the Comptroller's Office and the county government, we've organized more than 24 agencies and organizations that are here to help assist the families in the surrounding area with questions from housing, financial assistance, tax preparation, and protecting them against identity fraud. So really, this is a good opportunity for the government to step up and make sure that the families know we're here for them.
Y hoy vienes aquí para averiguar qué?
Averiguar de ayudas que nos van a dar, dice, algunos beneficios que vamos a obtener.
So I asked Irma Barrios there exactly what she hoped to find there at the event, and she said she wanted to find out any help or any benefits that they had to offer. Asked her how she's doing. She said still very much heartbroken, but at the same time worried about those who've also lost loved ones in that tragedy.
Well, since the tragedy at Flower Branch Apartments, the fire department has gotten more calls from people who say they smell gas. As you may know, a natural gas line caused the explosion and fire. Before the incident, a number of people stated they smelled the odor. The spokesman for the Montgomery County Fire and Rescue Service tells us they have responded to 18 calls in the last 3 weeks of people reporting gas-related smells.
But we've advised them to, if they're suspicious or uncomfortable for any reason, have an odor, whether it be gas or otherwise, call 911. Call us. And in the 3 weeks that we've been since the event, we've been there in that neighborhood, in that general area, in a 6-8 block area. We've been there 18 times. And in all those cases, we have not found one hazardous condition, no gas leaking. We have found other reasons for the odors, but again, no gas odor. But
Now, Peringer encourages people to continue to call 911 if they smell any suspicious odors. Good advice there. Well, you are watching CTV News. I'm Patricia Vallone.
And I'm Denise Douglas.